meta plot was like engaging. It's supposed to be a lot shorter. I think it's got 5 hours total of video, but a playthrough takes like 3. I think you're just like shapeshift into other characters to like discover shit. I think I've heard that the killer changes every playthrough, so that kind of sucks. Because then there's gonna be either really obvious tells like in Dr. Decker, or it's gonna be a whole lot of like unrelated shit. Like 1 or 2 real things. I don't know, anyways. Take old biddies. Let's get started on it. Disturbing? What kind of disturbing do you mean, man? Quality or? Yeah, very disturbing. The way to put it. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Dr. Decker wasn't bad.
To Radio August, Dark Nights
But
with Poe and Monroe.
This one seems more iffy.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update.
August give it a
police
shot.
are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
Is it like a hot spring scene or something? Whoa, that was loud.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Whoa, sorry, pal. I feel like the worst thing's probably gonna be some of the acting. Most of the acting in Dr. Decker was decent, but there were some bad ones. I think some of those bad ones are in this game. What is this trash?
Exactly. Rewind.
Oh, it's all FMV, yeah.
You're listening to Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August
I see,
update.
Reaper.
August police
Doctor.
are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
I did not play Contradiction. This is made by the people who made that Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker game.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Contradiction I've heard of though. Today was the first time. Sounds like fun. She's not all natural. Amen.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Yes.
Then humor me. The dead girl. And this. What exactly
Yeah, it sounds like my
were
kind of
you
game,
thinking?
Eric.
You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else.
There's a black line on the left.
This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Infectious Madness was when you really got into it, some of the acting and some of their little stories were interesting. The problem was the person who did the killing changes every playthrough, so it means that the entire narrative isn't woven towards like that one outcome. And a lot of the other extra endings post-killer are like really light. So while it has a lot of content and it's got some interesting stuff, I feel like the initial atmosphere and mystery kind of like gets subverted because it's not really that much Cthulhu type of shit or Eldritch stuff. It's like baiting you, which is fine, but like I feel like what I was saying earlier, the overall like overarching story is just not really that strong. The individual stuff was decent. Some of the acting was bad, but yeah, it sounds like something I'll look forward to, Ripper. Yeah. This one, I think, has a different killer every playthrough. I'm not sure exactly. Which I don't really like that. I much prefer there being one goal. I'm playing this on my desktop. I'm playing this through the PS4, but I'm on my desktop. So I've got my shitty monitor and any dark screen, it's hard to see shit.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different,
Absolutely
you'll be
splendid.
deprecated.
Deprecated, that was cute. Cheesy.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules.
He wasn't very
particular,
good in
no
Dr.
shoes in the
Decker.
guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
As long as it takes. Yeah, she was the sex seductress lady in Dr. Decker. First story, I don't remember actually using any notes. I just freeballed it, I guess. First story was decent. I wasn't like in love with it, but it was alright. Yeah, I enjoy FMV bullshit like this. I mean, the acting may sometimes wacky, but inherently there's nothing like wrong with it. Oh yeah, I heard the one they made after her story was not very good. I watched most of a playthrough of it. I just happened to be on a channel, somebody was doing it. It was pretty bad. Like one of those where they were trying to make it way bigger and better, but then it kind of lost the novelty. It's not her story too, but it is another game made by the same people. I think it has to do with some dude doing like an undercover terrorist plot or something. I think it originally had really bad, like you couldn't go back and forth through the videos or anything, like you couldn't scrub through them. And you watch the videos from like, you watch like a phone call, like a video call, but you can only watch one half. So you have to watch the other person's half and figure out how they like fit, but like you can't like fast forward. So people made mods, and I think they've patched that now to change that. And I think the whole thing was just fucked. The story wasn't even that like good. It was like really long. Just kind of whatever. Her story was a lot shorter, more to the point. I feel like that fits better.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
I don't know. I don't remember murder. Like saying the coronavirus is gonna bring in a lot of fucking tourists to China or something. Our hands dirty. I don't know. Maybe in between each of these scenes we're grabbing some titty or something, or his hands are on his nutsack right now.
Yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
I do like a good back door.
Just finishing.
We just turn around and leave. Just finish. Yep.
Yeah, it's a big place. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Ooh. I'm gonna be the world in Zaward.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Sure.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Are you guilty?
The fool. I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam?
Wow, Aaron. What a call, right?
But remember,
who would have thought the fool?
Not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
I feel like I should be writing that down.
Good. We're neighbors. Just knock if you need me.
I turn slowly as if I'm a little off balance. Sorry, I don't smoke. I look him in the face. He looks rough. Sweating, even though it's after midnight and cool. His eyes are glazed over with large pupils.
I totally thought she was going to say large penis.
I can smell his breath.
What's wrong with him?
With the stink of rotting teeth. A smackhead, I guess, in need of his medicine.
What is this?
Well,
radio.
He had more choices about his
Just like the hard-boiled detective radio, the noir radio.
Fuck you! Give me the money! He pulls out the knife from inside his jacket. 8 inches. Big enough to skewer an elephant.
8 inches.
And I'm relieved. I needed to see the threat. I relax and open the gates.
It says Decker on it. Whoa, reference.
Ringside seat as the Terminator or Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson or all three combined takes control of my body and pours through it. The wild exhilaration of the beast sets my senses on fire, even though I'm riding pillion. The hunter now becomes the hunted, freezes.
This is some hot murder shit.
Seize him with strength many times my own. My right hand crushes his larynx as the left reaches the knife from his, dislocating his elbow. Blood gushes from his mouth and nose. I turn his head away to avoid the spray and feel his neck break under my hand. The beast drinks in his life force as it spills out, greedily lapping it like a cat at pool of spilt milk.
It's enough, I mean.
A warm surge of energy courses through me, just a trickle of the stream the Slayer is drawing in.
Damn, she's still going.
The broken body crumbles in my grasp. He has fouled himself. I can smell the shit mingled with the hot blood.
The shit?
I toss the body away, expecting it to flutter in the air, the torn wrapper of a toothsome morsel.
This is like one of those dark poetry things, man.
The ecstasy fades.
Was murder.
Calling me to the coldness of the night.
I don't know why we're listening to this.
Time to get out of here. Not running. That draws attention. Walk briskly and purposefully away from the broken heap in the shadows. A long walk to the night bus. Past a couple of stops. Missing one bus. A thin drizzle mists the streetlight. I pull my hood closer, seeking anonymity, meeting no eyes as I walk. Trafalgar Square at last, so full of people, none of them knowing, an almost post-orgasmic lethargy fills me as I wait in the rain.
Post-orgasmic? Maybe I
By the
should try
time
killing
the night
people,
bus
man.
arrives, the high has passed, leaving me drained and depressed. And as I think about the
Oh,
weeks
maybe
ahead
not.
of me, the paranoid wait to see if they're going to catch me this time.
This time.
I pay the driver and head for the back of the bus, sit by a window and watch London go by as through the grimy glass. Then there's another long walk through the rain, the tiredness dragging on my legs.
Yeah, I'm staring at it from different angles. I'm just like moving around the room.
Home at last. A one-bedroom flat in the most anonymous block I could find. I relax in a warm bath and wonder whether they've found the body yet. Feel the satiated slumber of the beast, and the memory of the assault grows hazy. I long to sleep myself, but everything must be put in order.
Is this just for fun here?
And ready for disposal. I'll take them to the dump tomorrow first thing. Then I'll need to trawl through the charity shops ready for the next time. Because there will be a next time and another after that.
Kill them all.
Hopefully I'll get a bit of peace and my life can be normal for a while, but in the longer term I can see no end to it. I know I can't resist the Slayer's needs, and I have no idea how long it will continue, so I am left with the image of myself 60 years from now, battering a victim with my walking frame to feed the beast.
Are you done?
The old man walked down the alley as fast as his arm.
I think it just reset itself. Oh yeah, that's plenty for me. We'll go to the room 4. I wonder if I'm supposed to be thinking about their rooms and shit. I'm not gonna like brainiac this too hard. We're just gonna freeball it. The man moves very slowly. I think that might have been a different redhead, I'm not sure. But yeah. Shifting lock. Guess we're hailing a cab.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled.
That might be her.
I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously.
I think a lot of live action FMV stuff. The problem with a lot of the acting is it's like too much. You know, it wouldn't be how somebody would normally talk. It's like hammed up. You know, maybe that's just me. Maybe people prefer that, like produced something. Or in like reality, it's like I'm not gonna like ham it up like that.
Because things, I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things.
Fucking Joe, dude.
Can you do it?
I mean, this guy's fine. I just mean like in general, but yeah. I don't remember how Joe said it, but yeah, that was pretty. He just shouted out.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Okay. Brother just woke up. I was gonna go to Waffle House with my brother when he got up, but I figured I'd at least get this done by then, but he just got up. Should I just go right now? And we just continue this in like an hour or two? I mean, it's pretty early in still. Just barely started this. Yeah, 20-minute teaser.
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Extra enhanced, man. Alright. Well, if my brother's up now and we've barely started, we might just continue this in like an hour or two. If I would have known he was gonna get up right now, I would have just not started. But I'd rather just do it now than wait 3 hours to do it when we're done with this.